the line, ladies and gentlemen, is Police Lieutenant General Camilo Pancratius Cascolan, the Deputy Chief PNP for Administration. He is being accompanied by Police Host, Police Brigadier General Vicente P Lim, Regional Director PRO 4A, and the Honor Guard Commander, Police Colonel Galvin Mel Y. Unos. The Regional Director PRO 4A, Police Brigadier General Vicente P Lim. It is the being proper to offer this day the memory of the days and follow personally of this police office. Deputy Chief PNP Administration, Police Regional General Camilo Pancratius Cascolan, in honor of our memorial sacrifice and lives for the beloved country and service the Philippine people.
food, the leggings, everybody is advised to proceed at the preferred constant of the operations and so on.
Kami ko no. Pero, wala na. Okay ka na. Araw-araw eh. Wali ko kasama mo ito sa pod, di ba? Air Marshal. Kaibigan ko. Sensor ito eh. Kung alam mo, Air Marshal. Sir, ito, hindi mo kilala. Mas kapulis natin. R7 eh. Nagibig ka sa dito. Laguna. Batangas. Rizal. Quezon. Guys mo, Quezon boss mo. Ano boss mo? Sulsi. Arenet Bingel. Nagpan. Bakit magaling ko eh. After. Ito yung first night eh. First week yan. Okay. Rio. Ito, hindi ko rin sila. Ako mo rin. Lugano ko na. Kita kasi dyan sa Pampanga. Nice to meet you again. Ano mo si Colonel Brunan? Yung dating pitligan na yun. SPG. Agila. Ito mahirap na naman ito. Iya, Lunggo. Ano pala? Bagong promotion na SPG. Over. Kung hindi ikaw ang Ilonggo, mangarap ko lang. Ikaw, Ilonggo na. Mista ako sa'yo yan. Mista ako yung mister mo. Ano rin ba? Sa Navy, ano? Navy siya. Oo, Navy siya original. Kala ko sasabihin yan. Navy. Ano? Kumusta ka na? Okay ka lang? Galingan mo. Dapat yung panang ENCO. Ay, ano mo na? Dapat yung mga pangalan ko na. Tagasang ka. Siya, ako babayan mo pala. Nandito pala siya. May mapuro mo sa mga tao mo rito ha. Shooter 10, tagasang ka. Tulong ko nito. Sa province yun. Lang. Matera. Tagasang ka. Nabalita ko lang sila eh. Kababayan nito. Carlo siguro. Dati sisi pa sa to. Dati sisi pa sa pa. Ay na lang huli ah. Dati ko ang bata eh. Yung iba, nagkatayo pa eh. Kailan ka mag-retire? Kailan? Next year. Ay, hindi. Tama ka na sir. 86. Kayo yung huling PC eh, di ba? Ano yung ito pala? Tama. Dito sa bayan ko sila. Early less than 3 years. Taka na sa'yo dati. Dati sir sa, ano sir, sa Mindoro sir. Join na, man ha? Sige. Alam mo master ha? Hindi na kailangan. Sir, dito mo tayo sir.
high-value targets. This includes dismantling of several Shabu laboratories and the recovery of tons of methamphetamine hydrochloride. Our speaker for today needs no lengthy presentation of his achievements since he already proved himself throughout his police career. Known for being an exceptional officer, he was meritoriously awarded the Medalya ng Katikilaan for apprehension of at least 10 members of Ilonggo Group, who has massacred several victims, including a foreign volunteer member of Peace Corps in Sara, Iloilo in 1988. The same award was also given to him for the systematic execution of the strategic plan safe combat, Maujud, during the onslaught of Typhoon Pablo in 2012, when he was the provincial director of Kumba. In 2015, he was adjudged as the country's outstanding police in service by the Metrobank Foundation and was also conferred the Metrobank's award for continuing excellence in service in the same year. In 2018, as the CDS, he headed the technical working group for the smooth transfer of the Philippine National Police Academy and the National Police Training Institute from Philippines Public Safety College to the Philippine National Police. Among his innovative contributions was his introduction of the online communications, imaging, and monitoring system to contribute to a less paper strategy that promotes the PNP through the use of modern technology. This honored man, who hailed from Baguio City and Padpadak, Mayocano, is a living example of a true leader, advocating the tenets of the most basic is to always look out for the morale and welfare of his men. However kind as he is known, he never tolerates any undisciplined behavior within the ranks. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let us all welcome our guest of honor and speaker for today, the Deputy Chief PNP for Administration, Police Lieutenant General Camilo Pancratius Pigoy, Pascua, Cascolan. And neutralization of several high-value targets. This includes dismantling of several Shabu laboratories and the recovery of tons of methamphetamine hydrochloride. Our speaker for today needs no lengthy presentation of his achievements since he already proved himself throughout his police career. Known for being an exceptional officer, he was meritoriously awarded the Medalya ng Katikilaan for apprehension of at least 10 members of Ilonggo Group, who has massacred several victims, including a foreign volunteer member of Peace Corps in Sara, Iloilo in 1988. The same award was also given to him for the systematic execution of the strategic plan safe combat, Maujud, during the onslaught of Typhoon Pablo in 2012, when he was the provincial director of Kumba. In 2015, he was adjudged as the country's outstanding police in service by the Metrobank Foundation and was also conferred the Metrobank's award for continuing excellence in service in the same year. In 2018, as the CDS, he headed the technical working group for the smooth transfer of the Philippine National Police Academy and the National Police Training Institute from Philippines Public Safety College to the Philippine National Police. Among his innovative contributions was his introduction of the online communications, imaging, and monitoring system to contribute to a less paper strategy that promotes the PNP through the use of modern technology. This honored man, who hailed from Baguio City and Padpadak, Mayocano, is a living example of a true leader, advocating the tenets of the most basic needs of honor speaker in this very significant event. This officer is best described as a dynamic and service-oriented leader which he mastered all throughout the years of dedicated service in the Philippine National Police. Our experience in the field of public safety and security, his 34 years of service earned him the many distinctions and respect from his colleagues. He is the product of the prestigious class of PNP Sinagtala of 1986. Our distinguished guest was first assigned in Maguindanao as junior officer and was later transferred to Iloilo, where he spent more than 11 years of service leading various police operations. A persevering role model who leads by example and ascends to every position he handles, thereby leading him to several key positions in the Philippine National Police. It was during his stint as the Deputy Regional Director for Admin in Piero 6 where our guest got his first star rank. Having this blessing in mind, he believed that the position he had requires more responsibility. Thus, he continued to strive harder and brought attention to programs and advocacies that would bring great impact to the community. Armed with commitment and passion of his craft as a public servant, he then accepted the challenge of leading offices inside and outside the national headquarters, significant among which was his stint as the Director for Operations, where he has been material in the implementation of Oplan Tokhaga that paved way to the surrender of at least one point is to always look out for the morale and welfare of his men. However kind as he is known, he never tolerates any undisciplined behavior within the ranks. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let us all welcome our guest of honor and speaker for today, the Deputy Chief PNP for Administration, Police Lieutenant General Camilo Pancratius Pigoy Pascua Cascolan.
Thank you very much. Please take your seats. To my idol, alam mo, there are certain things that we don't know sometimes, but your regional director has been with me in Region 11, and we had a lot of challenges and opportunities in Region 11 then. He was then the city director during the time of Mayor Duterte. At the same time, I was going around Davao. I was the a finance officer in Davao for 4 months, barely 4 months, because I have to ask, the first time that they gave me the finance unit was that, kung pwede sir, sabi ko kay Sir Bart, first opening ng meeting, I said no finance and finance, because it was not really my line. Hindi sana hindi maganda ang finance, maganda ang finance. Pero yun nga lang, it was not really my line, and I don't want moving money. Kasi baka maubos, hindi ko mawawas. But your regional director, whom I idolize so much, General Vic Danao, has a lot of opportunities and challenges that came about. When we were in Davao, alam nyo, ito, madaling mag-solve ng kaso ito, mabilis. In a matter of how many hours, he will be able to know the suspect. No? At the same time, be able to arrest and apprehend the suspect in a matter of 2 to 3 days. Kaya nga, sabi ko, every time I ask General Vic Danao, kumusta ka dito? Sir, iba na naman. Kasi 4A, we are provincianos. I, for myself, has actually served a lot in Visayas in Mindanao. So with Vic. That's why you have one of the best and snappiest regional director actually here in Quezon. Hindi sip-sip yun. Hindi ako kailangan sip-sip sa underclass because they know me actually. So stay snappy, and there's still a lot, much more greater heights for you. Of course, your Deputy Regional Director for Administration, no other than General Marlon Madrid, I was not able to be with him, but I know a lot about him. Snappy, and just like your RD, has a lot of things, we have a lot of things in common. Ilocano lang. So meron no, damdamag at sino Ilocano dito eh. Whenever you ask me, titingnan ko yung tao, tulad ng commander kanina, taga-Tlupa. Sorry for pala. I'm just asking taga saan ka. But I will know that he is already from Procor. The face, the name, will actually say that they are from Procor. Whenever somebody says, I'm from Procor, say, I'm Procor, sir. Sabi ko, it's an honor, you know? Kababayan kita. I am, whenever they ask me, sir, Igorot ka ba? Yes, I am an Igorot. Ilocano ba? Ilocano, yes. Taga saan ka ba, sir? Baguio City. Saan ang probinsya mo? Ilocos and Pangasinan. Ay, hindi Igorot ako. Dito ako tumira, dito na ako lumaki. And that's how I value actually Pro 4, Pro 2, and Pro 1. Because I came from all those provinces and regions. Your Deputy Regional Director of Operations, Colonel Dimas, I'm coming. Hopefully, see you with your star. No? Also with me during the, when you were still, alam niyo, nasa operations ko, pinapahirapan ko mga to eh. Alas 2 ng umaga, tumatawag ako, sasabihin na, sir, alas 2 na eh. Alas 2 na ba? Pasensya ka na, nag-isipin ka. But these people actually, you have a very, very good team here. Kumbaga, sabi nga, nung nasa DIDM ako, sabi nila, it's a dream team. Because everybody works. And with an RD like you, alam ko na. Ang kulang na hindi ko nakikita yung baseball bat. Your Chief of Staff, no other than Colonel Bagong Salvador, also with me when he was still in Aviation Security Group. Alam niyo ako, marami akong dinaanan eh. And it really is good for me that I was able to learn a lot from a lot of units that I came from. And dito lang, we never really wished that we would be assigned in Luzon. The only time that I was assigned in Luzon was after the Sara massacre, after solving it in 6 months together with General Victorion. That was in 1998. We were supposed to be relieved. They were giving me positions in Iloilo. Sabi ko, I don't want to serve Iloilo anymore. Because of the fact maybe that it frustrates me. For people who work, but still face the shabbiness of a lot of not only your upper class, but also, so to say, politicians. And that's how it is. That's the challenge that we have. Of course, the representative of General Rodel Sermonia, soon to be General Eric Poble, ang ating mga bisita. Habang na kulang na po tayo ng posisyon, at least madadagdagan na. You know, the PNP has 194,000 strong PNP, but we only have how many? 146 generals. The ALP has more or less 120,000 personnel there. And they have, you know how many? 191 generals. Pag ikukumpira mo po yan, kulang tayo ng 1/3. So kailangan, iangat natin 1/3 plus at the same time, angat mo pa lahat ng mga posisyon sa ilalim. Kaya nga, to 120,000 as compared to how many? 194. 1/3 talagang kulang. So yung 141, 143 divided by 2, yun ay ilagay mo dun sa kwan. Idadagdag mo. That is more or less 200 plus already, 210. Hindi ba mas masaya kung iaangat na yan? Hindi lang yun. The maritime also has to get out. Wala namang tubig ang krami. Kung minsan na, nauubusan pa eh. Di ba? Kaya sama sa Coast Guard. Actually, they are coordinating with the Coast Guard where they will place them. Gentlemen, when we say, ladies and gentlemen, when we say they get out, look for a certain area, hindi ko sinasabing tumabi sila sa 4A. Hindi ko rin sinasabing tumabi sila sa Army. Lumayo kayo. Doon kayo rin sa bundok. Kung kailangan yung nasa bundok, dahil po kayo, doon kayo. Why? So that we would be able to spread out our people and become visible to those areas where the PNP is not going. Say, for example, Northern Luzon, doon sila sa Quirino. Sa Quirino sila. Dito sa Bataan, anong ilalagay dito sa 4A? I believe Maritime is thinking about either going to Bataan or here in Cavite. Meron din silang lupa dito. Meron na nakaset up. Doon sa west, sa eastern Mindanao, saan? Doon sa may Bukidnon. Pero halfway Bukidnon and Davao. Diba? At least hindi sila masyadong malapit naman sa mga army at sa mga AFP stations. Kasi kung hindi, parang mo na lang pinudgest yung mga police sa isang lugar, which is not supposed to be. We talk always about visibility, and that's how we will make it visible. HPG will have to get out. They have to go to either Clark. Tapos yung mga headquarters na malapit dapat sa daanan, sa mga highway. So that we will be able to come up with an authority in the highways. What more? EOD K9, LSS, ilagay mo sila sa Baras, Rizal. 100 hectares of land. No? That's why when they were telling me that they will place SAF in Pampanga, sabi ko gagawin ng SAF sa Pampanga. Yung mulagay sa Baras. Where the heart of the enemy is, you place your operational forces. Why? Ano lumaban? Kami noon, pag bumanat kami ng chapel noon, pag binagsak kami, bakbakan kami kagad. Why? Because that's what they want. Diba? Hindi mo nga alam kung paano ka magtatago. Makukrol ka na lang kasi binabaling ka. That's how it is. This time around, hindi na kwan eh. It's very, very hard for us really to have a plan kung hindi maintindihan ng tao. That's why I came up first. We came up first with the enhanced managing police operations so that you would be able to see, most especially for admin, you will be able to see what we need in the field. Kung alam mo kung anong kailangan, sigurado ko sa iyo, pupunta sa iyo yung taga-field, salamat at magpapasalamat yan. When we were in the field for more than 20 years, isa ako para sa mga nagmumura doon sa mga general staffs. Bakit? Hindi sila makaintindi. Pinapagawa pa sa amin kung hindi dapat. Hindi nila alam na ito dapat ang ginagawa. And having leaders who were not able to come up with their operational style is very hard. Very hard for them. Kasi hindi nila maintindihan. That's why you need operational officers in the Kwan, dyan sa mga opisina, para at least magkaintindihan tayo. Pag sinabing kailangan ko ng baril, o sige, bilang mo yan ng M16. Bumili ka na ng M16. Yung pala, maliit yung binili mo. Kailangan maging baby. Kung naman na yung masyadong mahaba dahil pinapalitan natin ngayon. Imagine myself, mahaba-haba ng M16 ko, naglalakad ako sa pagkakapos ito. What do you think of me? Parang kapmo. May mapahinin mo rin. Mahaba-haba ng M16, malaki. Sana naman may baby, kung hindi infant. Pag nasa operations ka, nasa bundok ka, siguro maganda yung mahaba. Dahil mas malakas. Diba? But time has changed. Time has already changed. We need people who would be able to respond to the needs of this organization. Okay? Ang sabi nga ng ating Chief PNP, General Archie Gamboa, we need people who would be able to think for this organization, not to get something from this organization. And that is us right now. So sana po, nabigyan ko po kayo ng konting reminders lang. All we need are people who would be able to come up with something for this organization. Love this organization because it's your work. Lately, alam mo, ang pinaka-problema ko ngayon, kung pwede nyo ako tulungan, give me a lot of comments from your recommendations because I really need it. I am the head of the National Dedication Board for those who are in the national watch list, most especially for drugs. I have to decide what to do. But it takes a lot of guts and actually brains to be able to go through it. Hindi ko po basta-basta sabihin sa isang tao, dismiss ka. Hindi po ako judge. I am not a judge. I'm not even a lawyer. That's why I need your comments. Within this week, we will be coming up with a lot of mobilization activities, most especially for the board. This afternoon, pag-uusapan na namin yan. Until now, I'm still in a quandary. I just don't know what to do. But all I ask really from the people who would want to be adjudicated is that, sabi nga ni Chief, mag-resign na kayo kung sa tingin nyo ay hindi kayo papasa. Isa lang sinabi ko, the Chief PNP has already spoken. This is already the time of reckoning. I will have to do what is supposed to be done. Ang question ko lang sa sarili ko kung minsan, kaya nandiyan din si Justice, ang question ko lang, kakayanin ko ba? This is 357 pa lang, ha? 357 pa lang. Some of them have already been adjudicated. The question is, some of them are not even in the list. Sorry, pero that's the truth. I didn't know, matagal na kasi akong takot. Matagal na akong takot. That's why, even though I'm alone, I will fight for it. But for as long as I'm right, I will do what is righteous. Righteous. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, legal is different from righteous. Sa tingin mo kaya, na-involved siya doon, wala na siya ngayon, what is best to be done? Kailangan mo ba siyang i-dismiss? Kung sa lahat, sa taong na sinabi na pinagbibigyan na kita, at ginawa mo naman ang karapat-dapat, kailangan ko ba siyang i-dismiss? Paano naman yung mga iba na hindi naman nagbago hanggang ngayon? Na hindi pa nga nakalagay sa listahan. Diba? At kung mamera naman, eh grabe. Diba? Greed. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, I will be open for any suggestions. I will be giving out numbers so that you will be able to give us comments and recommendations. So that you would also be giving us evidences or information that is useful in our adjudication of the individual. Sana magtulungan tayo. Let's come up with a united PNP as what we all call Team PNP. Yan nga sinabi ng PNP. Sa inyong lahat, maraming salamat. Bago ako magsara, or bago ako magtapos, let me just give you one thing. One saying that I always have with me, an anecdote that I have been leading up since nag-major ako. And it states, when everyone is sitting, you should be standing. When everyone is standing, you should stand out. When everyone stands out, you should be outstanding. At ang pinakahuli niyan, when everybody is outstanding. Tignan niyo yung patch ng Taguig station ngayon, ako yung gumawa nun eh. And when everybody is already outstanding, you should be the standard. Sa lahat po sa inyo, congratulations, Prof. A, for your foundation day. Congratulations po sa lahat ng awardees. Sa lahat sa inyo, maraming pong salamat. Magandang umaga.
Thank you very much, sir, for a very informative message. Please be seated.
Ano pa?
At this juncture, we once again request in front our Regional Director, Police Brigadier General Vicente P Lim, Jr., to be assisted by the command group to present the plaque and memento. Also, may request our guest of honor and speaker to come forward to receive the same. Plaque of appreciation is presented to Police Lieutenant General Camilo Pancratius P. Cascolan, the Deputy Chief PNP for Administration, for his invaluable service rendered as guest of honor with speaker during the celebration of PLTGEN CALABARZON 29th PNP Foundation Day held at Brigadier General Vicente P Lim Grandstand, Calambasi, P. Laguna. Also, a wood carving is presented. A photo collage during arrival honors is also presented. And a gift from the men and women of PNP Foundation is also presented. Thank you very much, sir. May we now request everybody to stand for the mass singing of the PNP hymn. And now, the passing review. May we again request our guest of honor and speaker, the Deputy Chief PNP for Administration, Police Lieutenant General